Welcome to this little film about how to write a literary analysis. My name is Sarai Palmlöv and I'm one of the many teachers in English here at Hermods, and we have noticed that you would like to have some more help regarding how to formulate a thesis statement and how to write a proper literary analysis. So we've prepared this film for you, and we really hope that it will benefit you. Since the text in certain PowerPoint presentation pictures here are quite small, because my screen is gigantic and some of you have very small iPads or you use your iPhone or normal phone. So therefore, you can also download this PowerPoint presentation as a PDF or as a PowerPoint, and that means that you can stop whenever you like at home and read the information in detail. So what I'm going to do right now, and it's just going to present how to write it, what to think about, how to formulate a thesis statement. So you're very welcome. So first of all, many of you who've studied English 5, you know how to write a book review. And then you evaluate a book. Now we elevate the standard a little bit, because now you will write a book analysis. What is the difference? Well, as you know, the purpose of a book review is to make a critical assessment of a book. You should describe and evaluate the quality and significance of the book, not just to summarize it. But when it comes to a book analysis, you're supposed to argue in favor of your personal interpretation of the literary work, or some part of it. And then you're going to offer reasons of why you've chosen this interpretation. This could be tricky, so therefore we would really like to help you with this one, so you can improve and become even better, so you don't have to feel insecure when you sit down and write it. First of all, choose your book carefully. You're supposed to read 2 books at English 7, only 1 at English 6. But the reason why it's so important is because if you're interested in the book, it will really enable you to write a strong analysis. So take some time. Read reviews, talk to your friends, check the topic, and why not check sparknotes.com, what they have written about the book. Will it really attract you? And as you're reading, and I know if you don't own the book, you cannot make any notes in it, but be active during the time you're reading and be critical. So whenever you find an interesting passage or a quote, pick a piece of paper, put it inside the book on that page. Of course, you cannot use everything at the end, but at least it will help you when you will sit down later on and look at what you have found. You must remember here, you are supposed to, if possible, to find a new interpretation of something that might seem obvious. So don't just read to discover the main theme or something, because that is probably too easy, but try to find something new. And be very cautious to find suitable quotes. If possible, I really would like you to formulate some kind of thesis statement already before you start digging into the book too much, because that will really help you to find quotes that can support what you would like to state. For the classical books, there are free books found at www.gutenberg.org. I really recommend that. It's for free, and you can sit with your phone and read wherever you are. And now there is one thing. There is a false friend that can trick us. The Swedish word novell is not equivalent to the English word a novel, because a novel in English always refer to a book, which is en roman in Swedish. So don't make that mistake. Please keep in mind, a novel is a book, nothing else. So if you write a good book review, it will help you Now it should be book analysis. I'm sorry, I see the mistake here. But that will enable you to fulfill some of the criteria for English 6 and 7. You see, you are supposed to, in English 6, to know some of the themes, the ideas, the contents in film, literature, authors and literary periods. It also talks about strategies for source critical approaches when listening to and reading communications. You are supposed to know how to structure things. You are supposed to interact. You're supposed to process language, adapt to genre, situation, and purpose. When it comes to English 7, the requirements have been a little bit elevated, because you are supposed to be able to read contemporary as well as older literature. And you will also see that you need to be able to process your language and structure it in formal and complex contexts. This sounds really challenging, but it's not as bad as it looks when I can show you how you can go down into the elements of your writing. I promise.